Hello and welcome to another episode here on my channel. My name is ChaosMole and today we are watching the Halo Infinite campaign overview, or well, campaign re-release, whatever you want to call it. And we are watching this live. If you ever want to catch me live, you can do so on trovo.live/ChaosMole from Monday to Friday starting at 9 a.m. ET, which is 2 p.m. UK time and 3 p.m. Central European time. And if you're wondering, like, who am I reacting to, right? And why am I, like, talking to some people? It's my chat. Yeah, it's my community I'm talking to. Quick note, I have deactivated the subs notification and also the Elixir notifications, just so that doesn't really get into the way. It still pops up in the chat for everyone who's watching right now. Don't you worry too much about it. But yeah, Halo Infinite, man, they showed the campaign last year, and people didn't took it kindly, to say the least. And then they showed some more of the campaign at E3 this year. Well, some more. They basically showed Master Chief just floating around and having a talk. But we haven't seen the campaign since. And I have to say, Halo Infinite has to prove something here. I thought that the campaign looked fine. Like, as somebody who's doing right now a full playthrough of the Halo campaigns, it looked very much Halo, and I think it looked fine. But here's the thing. Now we know that the multiplayer is free to play. That means Halo has to prove much more why you would pay $60 just for the campaign. Yes, I know people will be like, but there's Game Pass, Mo. Yes, there is Game Pass and I have Game Pass. I personally don't really care. But the thing is, a lot of people do. Like, still, most of the people who get video games buy video games. They're not running through Game Pass. I know that's something Microsoft wants to change. But in this case, it's like, yeah, $60 for just an probably 8-hour campaign, because let's be real here, that's how long normally the Halo campaigns take. You have to prove a lot why it is worth it. And in this case, after the first showcase, they have to prove a lot. I wonder if they're bringing back Craig. I'm really interested to see if they're bringing back Craig. You know, the meme of that super pixelated, oh, there we go, wow, relatively pixelated dude. Well, this is up. I'm YouTube. By the way, I know you're not listening to this. I know you don't give a hot damn. But maybe, just maybe, you can actually up the bitrate a bit. Can we do this? Like, uprate the bitrate of premieres? I'm pretty sure that this video will be available after the premiere in 4K, but even at the premiere with 1080p, the bitrate is so bad in 1080p. Like, come on, man. Don't do that. So, yeah. But YouTube things. But yeah, I'm curious to see what they are showcasing. And by the way, if you're wondering, like, man, he doesn't sound like super energetic. Well, first of all, I'm German. I don't know what emotions are. Second, I'm a bit sick. Like, I'm not feeling too great today. So if you're joining or found my channel the first time and you're wondering, like, wow, this dude, not very energetic. Yeah, Not feeling great. Had a very rough and bad night, which doesn't happen too often. So yeah. Thank you. I do appreciate the support. Thanks, chat. All right, let's do this. We will up the sound in just a second here. We have to see how loud it is. That is super quiet.
Beginning, Halo was about Master Chief and Cortana.
Says Cortana.
Partners, protecting humanity. But that is now a distant memory.
Spoilers, I'm still
Humanity
playing
is fighting
through
for
the
survival.
campaigns.
The Banished have risen, defeated our heroes, and taken control of the mysterious Zeta Halo. We need a savior. We need hope. We need Spartan 117, Master Chief.
That's me! Well, kinda. Also, loud.
We have a new mission, soldier.
What is it? What's down there?
A weapon.
A weapon? How many guns do you need?
Ooh, that environment looks good. Ooh. Love the scale of this.
In the biggest campaign to date, Halo Infinite invites players to become Master Chief and discover true Spartan freedom in the most wide-open and adventure-filled Halo experience yet. But Chief won't be alone on the journey. His first mission is to retrieve
get a better bitrate on YouTube.
Codenamed The Weapon.
It's been 6 months. Where have you been?
Following the events of Halo 5, Master Chief is searching for the answer to a troubling question. What happened to Cortana?
Well,
I
no,
was
it's not.
created to lock down Cortana, but I don't know why. What did she do that was so wrong?
An AI questioning? Ooh, new vehicles?
Stand by.
Oh, you can now just like call in vehicles?
The
Okay, that's
answer
kind of cool.
is somewhere on Zeta Halo.
Oh, I love the
A
rasp.
damaged world
They
full
look
of
so
wonder,
good.
mystery, and danger.
I love the design.
And at every turn, the
Oh, I hate
Banished
those
are hunting
things.
Master Chief and the remnants of the UNSC.
Victory is already ours. We will meet on the battlefield.
The Banished army is spread across the surface, building fearsome strongholds and outposts with no one to stop them.
Yeah, I got told that you basically should play Halo
Until
Wars
now.
2 if you want to understand, like, what's going on. Oh, the hunters are back. Oh. A thing I'm not
From
missing.
the beginning of the Halo saga, Master Chief has been a hero, ready to fight and win against impossible odds.
Chief, is that you?
You're safe now.
Oh good, the shitty gunner is back. Who only shoots when
Incoming.
they're dead.
What if it's a friend?
It isn't.
Nah. Yeah, apparently the Halo Wars 2 story is linking directly into Halo Infinite. Okay, not
Players
sure
now
about
have
the
more freedom
health
than ever
bar.
before to take down the Banished any way they choose.
Oh god.
Banished facility up ahead, Chief. Some kind of salvage operation.
Oh
What do we do?
no! It's the free the outpost missions. They took some lessons from Far Cry and Ubisoft games. And they were like, yeah, liberating outposts. That's what people want. Well, what I want is that rocket launcher.
What do we have here?
Ooh, neat. Get hammered. Okay, shield bros are
Do you
back.
see that? Could be useful. If you like that kind of thing.
Scorpion time!
Oh, I like it.
I mean, who doesn't? Big cannons go boom boom. Oh, you can
Halo
finally
Infinite
destroy the
allows us
dropships?
all to become
Good.
Master Chief, doing what Spartans do best. Defying the odds to take down the
Reenacting
banished
Battlefield?
piece by piece. This won't be an easy fight. Master Chief will take on returning favorites and surprising new threats like the agile skimmers,
Oh,
a sadistic Spartan killer named Jaga Erdamnai,
ooh.
Look out, Chief. He looks...
Angry.
and something even
Two
more threatening.
swords?
The Forerunner's lies are at an end. I am the harbinger of the truth. You are not the future.
Exploring this vast and fractured world will put Spartan 117 to the ultimate test. But where there is courage, there is hope. Welcome to the new era of Halo.
Also, you lost a lot of cargo.
Is everyone trying to kill you?
It kind of seems like it.
Especially the player base. Alright. Hi. Oh.
Play it day one with Game Pass.
Alright. Well. Let's have a look. Well, not back at that. It should be available in just a few seconds in 4K. So they definitely made this bigger. That's what I kind of expected. Like, as I said, now that the game costs $60 and it is only the campaign you are paying $60 for because the multiplayer is completely free to play. The question of the how long does a game have to be is always coming up. I personally believe that a game has to be as long as it makes sense. I had a lot of games in the past which were just right, and I felt like that I get the value out of it and it didn't overstay its welcome. And then there are games which are unfortunately completely overstaying their welcomes. We actually had one just a few weeks ago, and I felt a bit that Unmetal overstayed its welcome with a little bit. I'm like, yeah, they're just, they're games which have to be or are as long as they have to be. It's as simple as that. So the same goes for Halo Infinite. I am hoping that they are not dragging it out. And they're like, here, we added a lot of useless gameplay. Like, I know this is me, like, speaking from my Ubisoft experience. I find that most of the Ubisoft games nowadays are pretty dull and repeatable, and they're just massive games for the sake of it. And so I'm just hoping that Halo Infinite is not walking into that trap. And yeah, they definitely build more on the open worldish part. Like, we still don't know if it's now full open world. Like, when they first announced it, they made it clear that it isn't an open world game, but it is more open. Oh, I hate the hunters. Screw the hunters. But this seems to be now to be more open world. Like, it definitely does. Like, what they're showing here so far looks very much, we have a huge map, you can go wherever you want, and you can do whatever you want, and in between we have an epic story. So yeah, they apparently, where was it when they showed it? It was like an upgrade thingy. This is where he frees the outpost, right? And does the outpost thing. And it's like, yeah, all right. That's the outpost right here. So this is where he is doing the upgrade in just a second. Let's have a look at that. Yeah, there. Hello there. So those are the standard things he is getting, and then you can decide to upgrade them. Okay. It doesn't seem to be too much though. Like they didn't really make it like a talent tree where you have like 20 million combinations you can test out. So they didn't go like full RPG. It reminds me, and I know Mnemonic, you have said that in chat, but this, the more I'm looking at this, the more I'm looking at the gameplay, the more I'm looking at this kind of upgrade tree. I don't want to call it a talent tree. It's like an upgrade tree. The more I'm getting the feeling I'm looking at Doom, especially Doom Eternal, and I'm okay with that because Doom Eternal was just absolutely amazing. So, you know, why not learn from one of the best games, especially now that Microsoft is also owning Doom. I can totally see that they did go to id Software and they were like, hey, we try to make a shooter here and we try to still be Halo but different. Maybe you can give us some tips. Like, what have you done when you did basically the same thing to Doom, and especially Doom Eternal? And a lot of people, like, I still remember that there were, well, not a lot of people, but there was a handful of people which were definitely concerned about Doom Eternal. And people were like, oh no, hopefully it's not one of those RPG-defied first-person shooters, which are now more RPGs than anything else, and so on and so forth. So people were really, really concerned about that. And, well, the game came out, and it was just fantastic. Like, nobody was really concerned about it after some time. But I can see that the same feeling is coming up here. The people are a little bit concerned that it might be too different to what we know. But I will be honest, I'm now playing through the Halo series. And by the way, if you haven't watched it yet, it's on my YouTube, on my other YouTube channel. And the interesting thing about the Halo story campaign is it's cool. I enjoy it. But so far, the game seems to be always the same. Like, it's nothing changes really. And I'm doing it for the story right now, but gameplay-wise, it stays very much the same. So I'm actually welcoming that 343 Industries wants to, well, pep up the game. You know, just pimp it. Make it different. Add some new loops to the gameplay. And I can totally sympathize with that, because I think that's what Halo needs a little bit. Like, sure, I don't want another game. It should still be Halo, and because the Halo gameplay loop is good, but adding some additions to it, mix it up a bit, is definitely not a bad thing. Like, again, I know I repeat myself, but Doom Eternal is a wonderful example of this. So, yeah, I'm curious. I'm curious to see where this goes. We definitely have to finish up the Halo story, that's for sure. And then we will see how the story goes. I would definitely check out the story mode, and I would definitely check out the multiplayer when it releases. So that should be fun. Now, let's end the video here. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video and my commentary, I would appreciate if you might leave a like on your way out. If you didn't like this video for whatever reason, well, the dislike button is right next to it. And if you're also new to the channel, you want to see more reaction videos, more Halo, more Xbox news, especially, like I have actually been releasing quite a bit of Xbox news as of late, reaction videos to certain gameplay and certain gaming events, tips and tricks for new games, and so on and so forth, then I would appreciate if you might consider to subscribe to the channel. If you do so, please don't forget to also click on the bell icon. Unfortunately, if you don't do that, YouTube will never bother you ever again to notify you that I uploaded another video. And you might think, man, Mole has never uploaded another video. And it's like, no, I'm actually uploading videos on a daily basis. So yeah, it's a YouTube thing. So don't forget to click on the bell icon. I would appreciate that. With that said, thanks so much for watching. Stay safe. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.